It's going live. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Just bring the chat down live. See who we have in here in 1 minute. Insert. I don't know what that is. Insert. Get out there. Try to get this up for you guys. But let me see who we got here. We got Bucks RC, Thompson, Ramen E, Kevin Gibbs, Kurtz RC. Welcome. So, guys, as I did say last week, let's see here. I forgot. We got Fred Williams in the house. Welcome, Bushman 613. G'day, bro. G'day, guys. So let me try and find this stream on my phone for a minute, really quick. That I can. It's not showing up on my phone. Isn't that crazy? Your own stream doesn't even show up on your channel today. There we go. So guys, let me know how it sounds. I actually forgot to bring my headphones up. So normally if you're on your own, you put the headphones on because then you can hear if the sound's good or the sound is messing about. I did wear my Axial Fest hat tonight, actually on this side, in honor of all those that's at the Badlands this year, having fun. So I hope they're all enjoying themselves. I know the weather is really hot out there right now. A lot better than last year, though. Last year was crazy, insane rain, like for the first 2 days, I think it was. Sound was great. I know it is hard to find sometimes. The tow truck looks awesome, Sean. Thanks, Thompson. What I'm gonna do now tonight, just to put all the little. I have all the covers for the blinker lights. So I got to put all the covers for the blinker lights on. And then I have more lights up here, but I'm actually waiting on more parts coming in. I did get this part in today. Well, actually yesterday. So I did wire it. It comes all completely broken up. I'm not sure if you can actually see it there, but if I do that, my hand doesn't. So maybe if I turn it, so it is a light up. I will light it up and show you a bit, but it's a Volvo sign that'll go inside the cab. So I did get that in for it, but let me actually turn this truck around and stuff out of my way. Let me move this old truck. This is what I was practicing towing with, like an old shunt truck for around the yard. As you'll see on this side, I already have all the handles on. I actually have all the covers on the lights already, so you'll see them down here. Right there, you'll see the covers are all on. Covers are on, so I have this side is open at the minute because that's where the battery goes in. But so I just got to do some more stuff on this side of it. Put the handles on, put all the lights. The lights are like crazy small. 307. What's up? Good. I gotta reach out to you about the decals. Well, I gotta reach out to you about them. Show. Welcome in Queenie. You know, Queenie's at Axial Fest as well. So hope you're having fun down there, Queenie. Looks like a blast. I haven't actually seen a mountain of videos coming out of the place yet. Like, so normally like the first couple of days you're bombarded with videos, but you haven't really been bombarded much. So I don't know. Pops, howdy fuckers, Thompson, Green Pops. What's cracking? Stopping in for a second. No problem, Field 7. Yeah, so the reason I'm putting all the covers back on the lights, I believe that the back section of this truck, that's me done. I'm not going to take anything more off because I did add more lights at the back here now as well. So I had to take it all back off again because one of these doors, well, the hinge was a bit wonky on it. So I ordered new hinges. I had to take them all off to put the new hinges on, put everything on. And then I do have the cover plates for like here and here. So I have all that stuff here that's got to go on too. So like these ones will go up in here, well, not in there. It's hard to do when you're on the opposite side of the camera. So that would be in there like this. It's probably not staying on its own. And then these ones get like blank covers. So I got to put all of that stuff on. The screws, guys, let me see. Let me switch a lot. Just bring this second overhead camera down on it. I'll show you how tiny these freaking screws are. What? So, let's see, guys, I gotta just change the angle of my computer screen, guys. So I just can't see what I'm clicking on right there. Let's see. That's better. At least now I can see it. So camera, change to this camera. I just want you to see a second, guys, like how tiny these screws are. Gotta actually reposition that camera. That's better. So for the lights, guys, this is how tiny the screws are. Like that is insane. And yes, trust Tamiya, because I can't even get it to turn around. But let me grab a pair of tweezers. I can't even get it to turn around in my hand. Hey Sean, towards the end of the show, could you pull your D99 and show me what you've done to upgrade? Yeah, no problem, Kevin. So trust Tamiya, like I don't know if it'll focus, but the size of that tiny screw, and it is a freaking Phillips here. This is absolutely crazy. I was going absolutely mental trying to find like a head for it. So I actually did come across an old Savox one, just for that, something that small. So it's like a PH00. Like it is tiny. Look at the size of it, the tip of that thing. Fucking nuts. I seen bigger fleas on my dog. I know it's insane, Kevin. So here's your lights. I guess this is the lens covers, and then they give you these tiny little freaking screws, and it is absolutely ridiculous. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. So gotta somehow see what's holding this metal shelf in, because I do gotta put a magnet in that metal shelf as well. So I'll probably just leave this camera like this for a few minutes, guys, while I work on this and get frustrated together. Brian Taft, welcome in. Welcome. So I'll move some other crap out of the way so I don't keep grabbing the wrong, because that's what happened to me when I was doing the other side. I kept grabbing like the wrong freaking screwdriver, and it was driving me mental, because I would try and put a screw in and the thing wouldn't freaking work, you know. And make sure you take the little nub off when you break it off the part tree. The little nub off it. We'll start up in this one. Then we'll get going around them. And I will show you the truck. I'll light the truck up for you and show you that little Volvo light that I was talking about and stuff. So I have a load of other stuff all ordered for the front of it and for the sides. Well, it's pretty close to being done. Like, so I know I have some styrene around here somewhere. I gotta make a pan or something inside. I gotta make like a little pan inside the, what do you call it, inside the cab, just to cover the wires. So if you look if you look in the window, you can't really see them that much right now. They're covered, but I'm sure when I put that little blue Volvo light in there, where it's gonna light up saying Volvo, it probably will. I will say though, this has become one of my favorite builds. Like it's the amount of thought and effort I had to put into this just to be able to do all these lights. Like because on the side, here, let me roll this on its side a second. So like I don't know if you can see in there, but tamiya actually make all these holes. You can see the screws in there. Let me say like bring the camera down a little closer to this thing. So see where the screws are. So then I had to figure out the right amount, like that you could put a 3mm bulb in here that would still allow the screw heads to pass and everything. It was so tricky, like it was insane. Having to figure it out. It was a lot of trial and error, like trying to figure it all out and get it to go right. Like so. But I got it in the long run, which is the main thing. So I figured out how to do it. I should have actually done a video when I was doing this. I took a lot of photos. I did put them on Instagram the other day. Little relaxing music. Hey Sean, hey, welcome. How are you? So I did take photos throughout the build, but I should have probably took a video to show them what way to put the lights in and what way I done the lights and everything. Like, cause it sure as hell wasn't easy. And even there's lots of people on YouTube that have lights in them, but none of them actually really show you how to do it either. None of them say. I like a lot of them use. There's like a different LED set. There's some company out there makes an LED set, but I don't have that. And then I did see one set that I was going to order. I still don't know how exactly it works, but I had it in a cart going to order. It was 230 it said on it. So I was like, oh, not. I was like, it's a bit expensive for a light kit, but I'll order it. Then I realized when I put it in the cart and went, that was actually in freaking euros. So it was like 300 and I think it worked out to be like 350 something dollars. And I was like, you know what? I'm definitely not paying that just for a light kit like that. That is just insane money, like for somebody just to make. And all it was little LED boards. It was just small little boards, all wired with the lights on them. It was like that's crazy, like that money. So once I didn't realize at the start I was looking at it in euros, right? So radioactive scale walking in, I take the car, see what's going on, everybody. I'm sure glad it's Friday night. Ain't that the truth, man? Ain't that the truth? Oh, this week was pretty quiet with um live streams, man. There wasn't a lot of live streams this week. Like I don't know. I know Tank's getting ready for some big event that he's doing or something. So that's why he wasn't on last night. And then I was laughing because he done a post this morning on what do you call it, on WhatsApp about it. And he was like, oh no, I'll not be going on. I was too busy. And we're like, yeah, I think you're a day late for saying that. Like it was just funny, like, you know. So and it looks sweet. The infraction I bought it for front out for burnt out ESC and body melted. So now I'm starting to buy parts to fix it. So I can use the end. Oh, that's right. You got the Noble. Brian Taft Kurtz actually has that Noble. He uses that Noble receipt or freaking radio as well. Brian was actually the first. I think that was actually Axial Fest last year. That was the first time I actually held one. It was pretty comfortable, even the hold. Like it was nice, well fitted in your hands. So hopefully it doesn't take too long to get all these little buggers on. As I'm telling them, I'm so glad I found this little screwdriver though, because I was going freaking nuts, when I seen the size of these little screws. Are you kidding me? Black Wolf RC, welcome in. Welcome in. My MB4 Pro should be here. Oh, you got the Pro now, Brian? Nice. Yeah, they are pretty cool, friggin'. They're pretty cool transmitters. Right. And I think the response time on them is really quick as well. I think that's half the reason you got it, Kurt, was it? For being able to do the, what do you call it, quicker response time when you're racing. I'm sure that's pretty. I'm sure that's pretty important for racing, like. I have used the MB4. I really liked how it felt in my hand. Yeah, like that's the thing. I think Fly Sky are one of the only companies that really made controllers fit your hand. Like my GT5 is actually lying down in my car, so it is, or it's show like how it just fits in the palm of your hand, compared to even what do you call it, like the radio links and everything, the Traxes, they all just the wheel is way too far away, everything, and that's why a lot of people invented them thumbsticks. But with a GT5, I can just hold it and drive one-handed, no problem, like no problem whatsoever with it. Yeah, I like that much. You got the. I like it that much. You got the Pro. I think that, yeah, it is fast for racing. Hey, Kevin Gibbs, Kurt, what's going on? Kurt, you're not fooling anyone. You got it to dodge the curves. Kevin Gibbs. uh, I got Kevin. Just don't let up, you know. Curbs RCs and now. See, some of the freaking things don't even sit in the case. Yep. I went and got some tanks in the 18 channel, and it has track control. Oh, so the Pro's 18 channel as well, is it? That's pretty cool. What the hell were you doing that you needed 18 channels? No. Like this thing here only has 12 channels, which I got a 12 channel receiver in it at the minute, but I honestly think I could do with another. I honestly think I could do another couple of channels on it. They need more tow trucks at a good price. I totally agree, Black Wolf. Like, one thing I will say about this thing, it's a freaking money pit, man. Complete and utter money pit. Would I advise people to go out and buy it? No, I wouldn't. And that's the God's honest truth. I wouldn't. Everything you do to this thing is just money after money. Like, to get this back arm, I'll show you this later. The arm's all working and everything. Now everything's functional running, but even the piece, the actuator that's in here, you can see some of it, $300 freaking dollars just for that piece alone, on top of what you pay for the truck. Then it gives you these silly little plastic wind up winches. So the winches that come on it are not even electronic. We got to fix these things down, and so the winches aren't even electronic. So you got to do all of that. So you got to wire them, do this, then all your light kits, everything. The thing, it gets out of hand so quick. And then the amount of hours you spend putting it all together to get the lights to work and to get everything to work, there's a lot of man hours in it. But for the money, I would definitely, like, I wouldn't definitely. If somebody asked me, "Hey, you think I should run out and buy this?" I'd be like, "Nah, I don't know." It's like there's sure as hell a lot of other things I could have bought for the money of this thing. Like this thing is insane, the price of it. Like I don't even want to think about the overall final cost on it because you've all your electronics to buy, you've everything, then every single, all the lights are like there's no lights. You gotta buy all your light kits, you gotta buy the sound kits, the vibration kits. Just it's like endless money, like you know. Sure is. Oh, Bubbles RC shed, welcome in. You're by yourself tonight, bro. What's going on? Oh well, I announced last week. Bubbles I announced last week. I'm I'm not gonna have I'm not gonna have guests on every single week because the live streams are getting a bit repetitive and a bit boring. So I have so much how do you say, I've got so much build to do. Like there's an instruction book sitting right there for the brand new Cross RC. It's sitting there that I haven't even looked at yet. And that's all electronics for it. Like so there's the NHX, there'll be their new brush crawler motor. I don't know if I'll put this in it yet because the Cross comes with a 30T or 35T, I think it comes with, but sitting here somewhere as well should be, here we go. So there's the NHX, there's a servo for it, the 35 kg servo, and then there's the NHX. This is their own brushless, or not brushless, this is their own brushed ESC. So the whole truck will be powered by NHX, except for you do require two small little like 20 kg servos. So I got these little Spectrum servos. So these little Spectrum servos will do the multi-gear and the whatever you call it, the multi-gear and the lock and diffs. And then I have more boxes of builds to do. So that's the reason, Bubbles, I'm on my own. I have so many builds to do, and then there's a full panel up there. It's like it's fun having the full panel, but you never really, even though you're working and stuff, you don't really work on it because you're interacting with everybody on the panel, and then you're interacting with everybody in the chat. So you don't really get much done. So I'm gonna do some of the chats, just doing live builds and always wrenching on something. And then maybe once a month, I'm gonna bring the panel in and we'll have everybody in a panel once a month. Like so it's just something new to try out to see how it goes. Like I don't know, like will people like it, will people won't like it. I have no idea. So like but right now I'm having fun because I'm just working on this and I'm able to just concentrate on the chat with you guys, like, you know. It'd be like but normally you'd be talking to people in the panel, you wouldn't see a lot of the chat, like, you know, and everything. Like, damn, you would think it would come with it for that price. Black Wolf, I honest to God, man, was so shocked. Like I honestly thought this truck was gonna come with working winches and stuff, like completely I was completely dumb. I'll just say it like that. I was completely dumb about it. So I honestly thought it would have came with everything, like with everything working. I didn't. I just money after money. Don't get me wrong, it looks really good. Like so, I flip the camera. Hang on. I flip the camera, so it does look really good. Like you know, I know there's still a ball of wire sitting out of here because I have to do a lot more stuff in there, but I will show you the little Volvo lights and all I got for the inside. And yes, my shirt does say I'd like to hide my nuts in your mouth. Just in case you were wondering. I know when I have the camera on the overhead, you just can't really see, so you wouldn't really be wondering anyway. But it is so this is actually the radio link controller that I actually control this one with. I needed 12 channels alone for this truck. And this thing is like so user friendly. Like this is my Spectrum. So when I drive two crawlers together, I use my Spectrum, and that's operates the two crawlers. But then the radio link is so much more user friendly. And look at the difference in the size of the screen. And this screen's colored. This is like an old analog black and white thing, but it's like so this thing here, within minutes, I was able to figure it out and work my way around it and go, honestly, that Spectrum I've had for a long time, and there's still some shit in it I can't figure out. Like it's not really user friendly. Let's see what Kevin Gibbs just said there. It would be nice. It would be nice to have a 3D printed tow bed with a tow boom. They then add your own electronics for an excellent Traxxas rig. Yeah, Kevin, it would be cool. Like big red bitch, welcome in. I was going to get one for my Father's Day, but went with the armor Creighton. But now I wish I would have gotten two crawlers. Yeah, like the bikers are fun for a while. Like that's one thing about the bison. Like I took my I took my unicorn out the other day. I put a new body on it. Put some new shoes on it. I took it out and it's fun. Don't get me wrong. Like I had a blast for 15 minutes, whatever. And then I was like, okay, I'm done. So that's my unicorn gone again. So my unicorn's my slash 4x4, in case they're wondering. My slash 4x4, I call my unicorn because it's like that rare that's on my channel even. What's up, Kevin? Hey, Brian, long time no see. Curtis D, welcome in, man, welcome in. So Black Wolf, the two crawlers probably would have been a better idea than the Creighton, but you will have a blast with a Creighton, but here the problem I have with them, I don't really have space to run them. And I don't there's no, believe it or believe it not, like there's no real good skate parks near me. But you see all these guys in England and everyone, and the fucking skate parks are killer, man. They have some fucking awesome skate parks. But here, they're like crappy. And then when there is a good one, it's like so jam packed. You would have to go at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And then, of course, it's going to be too freaking dark to record anything, even. So it's like crazy, you know? Black Wolf for Creighton is good to take your frustrations out on. Hey Kevin, do you have any tanks? Brian Taft, if you have any tank questions, I would probably swing by Shin RC's channel. Shin RC has like tanks coming out the Yang Yang. He used to be in like a tank club and everything. So he used to be in one of the clubs that had tanks running and everything. So if you have any questions about them, I probably would run by him. I just get better videos with crawlers and I have the Mojave. I feel the same, no room to play with them. Yeah, that's the thing, like about them. Like Roadside RC, my man, welcome in, welcome. JDRCs, like what you just showed up, there is a skate park close. What you just showed up is a skate park close by. There are always, but there are always kids. Yeah, that's the fucking problem. What the frick is that truck? This is a Tamiya tow truck. This is a racker, the 1/14 scale racker truck. So it's nearly finished. I'm just putting all the like lights on it right now. Putting all the light covers on. I have this wiring in this thing is ridiculous. Like figuring out the wiring was the biggest. That was the biggest hardest part of the thing. Figuring out like where to run all the wires, where to hide the wires, where to install the lights so that you could get them. Because as I showed earlier on the stream, some genius at Tamiya decided where all these freaking lights are, like so, like all these little orange lights to go around the truck. Some genius decided, oh, let's put the screw in there to hold all the body panels on. Not knowing when people like when people are like building these like me, we're gonna want to put lights in all of these areas. Like so we're gonna so I had to figure out how the hell I could actually get lights in there and still get the screws in at the same time. Like that was one of the hardest things off the freaking thing, like you know. So it is, but it is it, it is cool. I will get it out. I will get it out pretty soon for a run. So like the toe arm, this arm all works. Like the winches all work, everything like so. It should be hopefully as fun as I think it's going to be. I think it will be fun. I think Tamiya, you are the king of dollhouse. Tamiya, like I honestly, Tamiya know how to like. I know I wind everybody up about freaking Radio Shack toys, but their their bodies, man, are freaking sick. Like that, like even this Tundra, like that Tamiya Tundra. I know there's not much left on it that's Tamiya. Like the chassis still Tamiya and the body still Tamiya, but and the drive shafts are actually Tamiya. Everything else is RC four drive wheels, strut, axles, gear, transmission, everything. Like, but even that Tundra body, that's their the Tamiya high lift or whatever you call them. They make freaking awesome killer bodies. But that is for sure. Even the like them little rally cars that they make everywhere, like them little rally cars are freaking awesome. We needed a video of you in the middle of Times Square attempting to tow a full set. Ah, that would be hilarious, bro. I should actually do that. That would be hilarious. And you know the messed up thing about it in New York in Times Square, people wouldn't even look at you twice to be like, huh, okay, that guy again. Like what I should do is go down and get the what do you call him, the naked cowboy. Go down and get the naked cowboy's guitar case and pull his guitar case away. Hang Long tanks seem to have the most upgrades available. Yeah, I have a tank museum in Southern Virginia. They have RC tank battles. Oh, that's fucking pretty cool, bro. There is a lot of them, like the Hang Long ones do. And if you do go for the Hang Long ones, swing by RC Voodoo and he'll get you crazy discounts on them. Like it's fucking insane the discounts he has. Here's a link to their site. Sweet, I'll check that out definitely later, Brian. What scale can it pull or hold? It's mainly for 1/14 scale. It's mainly for 1/14 scale trucks. So it is. So I have, and it'll tow whatever the 2 inches. So, but well, not even with the 2 inches. 2 inches, we'll pull it up onto this back arm. So this back arm goes down. You have the truck actually hooked into this, and then it pulls pretty well. I haven't fully tested yet to see what the whole capacity will, but it does pull well. Scott Griffin, evening everyone, evening. These RC, that is a cool truck. Kind of reminds me of Optimus Prime from Transformers. Yeah, it does a little, like you know. The reason I done this collar though is because if you look behind, you can see a little orange bumper hanging out there. So I will have decals coming. So let me just finish this tiny little freaking Phillips head screw first. I can't believe Tamiya still makes Phillips head screws. It's freaking ridiculous. So if I move this back, the reason it's orange and red. So this orange and black one where like Sean's RC recovery, 24-hour towing. So let me just pull this one out a minute. So, oh man, the weight of this thing is fucking ridiculous. So this is like another tow truck where it has sales, service, parts, 24-hour towing. So this will tow all the 110 scale stuff. Like, so this thing is freaking, the weight of this even is ridiculous. So it's like my own tow fleet, and they're all orange and black, you know. So, and that thing is pretty. That thing's pretty scaled out as well. Like all the doors open and that. Everything opens, the doors, the back. And that's fully operational, like with winches and everything in it as well. I think operates. Just don't hurt to the naked cowboys underwear. That would be something to see. That would be a show roadside. They say if you stand in the middle of Times Square and scream, anyone that looks is a tourist. Absolutely, Kevin Gibbs. Like, people just walk on by, like, well, nothing crazy. They would actually, if you fell in the street with a heart attack, I think they would actually just walk on over the top of you. They probably like yell at you for slowing them down, getting in their way. Scott, Evening Queenie. Anyone know where to get tow arms for 110 to make a tow truck? Well, that 110 that I just showed, so what I done was, so this truck here, I just bought this for like 30 bucks off, so that's the make. If you go on Facebook Marketplace, on the door, type in that MILINT, and their trucks will come up. So on the back of that 110 that I showed you, this was a tow truck. So I took that tow section off of this. I didn't know how big it was because on Facebook, it's hard to really tell. And then, so loads of them were up there for sale. And then I asked this one person, hey, could you do me a favor? Could you measure the length of the arm? And then when she measured the length of the arm and the width, I was like, boom, I'll be there in like freaking 20 minutes. I went and picked it up, and then it just on clips. Like, so it just on clips out of like the little holes and grooves. And that's where I got the toe. That's where I got the back arm for the Range Rover. Oh, you have killer collection. Thanks, man. Thanks. But also Black Wolf, you could use. Let me see if I still have it. I don't know if I still have it. Yeah, so I have. So what you could use is you could use the wheelie bar for a drag car. So you could set this up in the back of your 110 as a full, like as a tow arm as well. So you could set this up and have your winch wires running through and coming out through this as well. So that is a wheelie bar for a drag car. So that's another idea for you. So there is a load of different ways it could go for the tow trucks. Like there's a lot of different ways you could go. So sweet how Kevin Kirk Black Wolf most salvage them off of tow trucks. Yeah. Hey Queenie, Scotty, it was nice to meet you tonight. Oh, Scotty, you over at Axial Fest as well. I seen Queenie's met CCXRC when he's over there. Tony, me and Tony always miss each other, like at the events. Like when he's at the event, I'm not at the event, and that's like the two of us just keep missing each other. One of these days we'll bump into each other. So I had fun with Queenie and Joel at Beat the Creek. They were there. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, so there is so many different ways. Black Wolf, that yeah, You could do one. Like you can see this one's like a really hard. This one's like a really hard plastic, like really well molded. But you could get like a metal one. Get one that somebody fabricates out of metal, like the wheelie bars. I'm sure there's loads of them out there for the drag cars, and maybe there's stronger metal one or something. RC Voodoo, what's up? What's up? Voodoo, I was saying there that I was saying to people that it was Brian Taft and all, we're talking about tanks. So I was saying if any of them have any interest in a tank, that they should probably swing by you and tell you that you'll get them a really great price on a tank. John, I was able to grab a 45th anniversary Porsche. I can't wait to build it and sure. Awesome, man. Awesome. I do bitch and moan, and it's not bitching and moaning. It's just to wind people up, really. When I call tamiya like Radio Shack stuff, but like their bodies, like for the rally cars, for them Subaru Imprezas, for everything, they're freaking killer, man. I don't care what anybody's like. That their bodies are just fucking awesome. I just do it to wind people up because it gets them all rattled up when you call it. Oh, that's nothing but a freaking Radio Shack toy with 1980s electronics, and then they go freaking mad, like but it's only just a stir reaction. It wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be me if I wasn't trying to stir a reaction out of somebody. All right, see how easy that was. I was able to chat to everybody in the chat here, friggin' and get these done at the same time. Like I would never be able to do that if I had a panel up here and talking, because especially them little screws, just don't have the time to concentrate on them. But I do need to see if did I put a screw? I did. That's why I can't get that bastard out. So let me take this out a minute. I was like, why will this not slide out? Because I got to put a magnet in here to hold the door closed. And I was like, there's something seriously wrong here. Like, Guru just saying it. What's up to everybody? Gurus, welcome, welcome. I have a VX01 Raleigh chassis to build. Awesome, man. They are fun, like I will say. They are. I know plenty of people with them, like, and that's just why I wind them up all the time because they get so angry. Like tamiya guys are like so diehard, and they get so angry when you just like they think you're taking the piss out of them, but you're only winding them up because you know how easy they can be rattled up. Like. Where is that bag? It has the magnets. I guess it would be the bag with all the screws stuck to it. I guarantee you the magnets are around here somewhere. The magnets. There we go. That'll help keep the door closed. I was wondering why I couldn't get this. I couldn't get this shelf out. So it comes so you put the magnets in the holes, and then it holds on the back of it. We put these clips here in the screws at the back. You just leave one sticks out just a slight little bit, and then the magnet pulls it in like so. So it's a cool idea from them, good way to do it. Like so. I just got like 6 million fucking screws stuck to it. Like well, the screws suck donkey ass, but I still like them. But they can do better. Yeah, it's like that's one thing I wish Tamiya would do. Like get with the times and like start changing stuff to hex heads. I think in that CCO2 they call it. I think on that one they actually started changing to on the hex heads and the CCO2. I think I could be completely wrong, but I think they did. Gonna find some washers now that are the right size. There's one there. There's one. So, I don't need these little tiny screws anymore. Thank goodness. Well, I probably will, because all these side pieces will probably go in with them. Because there is still some pieces to put in here, a couple like down here. Just they're just like blank off bits, like so. And that is the only thing that does drive me nuts with Tamiya. But in saying that, if you have a Tamiya, so Tamiya have their own, like a lot of people don't realize, Tamiya have their own screwdrivers that are specific for Tamiya builds, like, and that's like a lot of them then are what they use, like, you know. Yeah, they must have, and for it's simply a shitty screw. It's easier to make those kinds back out Phillips head screw. I know it's like it's nuts because like you need, but if you have got the Tamiya screw kit, then I guess they're not as bad because they, I guess they fucking work. Like, but I don't personally have one, so it's like drives me bonkers, you know. I'll be doing something and that things keep fucking flying off and I want to actually just get this fucking. I want to get this tow truck off my desk as well. I do. I'm still waiting on a load of parts coming for the front of it. Like so, I gotta wait till all them parts come before I do anything else with it. I just gotta find the right size of screws. So I want to just get it because most of this stuff over here is all belonging to this truck, all screws and everything that I will have to sort out. So it's small screws to hold the freaking things in now. I think these ones will work. I think they'll work. Yeah, I never get their specific tools. And what I hear with their tools, there is no issues. Yeah, but you think like since they know that they would just start changing, man. There's nobody uses fucking Phillips head screwdrivers anymore. Like, and that's the thing. Even this whole freaking truck, it's Phillips head screws as well. Like, come on, guys, just get with the times. But I'm sure it's not that hard for them just to change, but they do sell freaking upgrade kits. So they sell the upgrade kits. Why the hell can't they just like have it ready? So instead of doing an upgrade kit, you just buy the whole freaking thing as is. But I guess that's just me being whiny, probably. There's probably a lot of people that build a lot of Tamiya's, maybe they really like the Phillips head screwdrivers. I don't know, but definitely not me. 26 here, only 5 likes. Come on. Thanks, Kevin Gibbs. That is true. Need a JIS screwdriver for them. Yeah, see, so that's some fucking thing I don't even know. You look at a screwdriver, never mind. This is probably the most screws I've done since my very first G-made Komodo. Like the first G-made Komodo was all Phillips head screws. That whole friggin' truck. And then even G-made got with the times. So the next like the G-made double cab when it came out then, it was all when the G-made double cab came out, that thing was all what do you call it, all hex heads as well. Sorry guys, the magnet keeps pulling the freaking screws in and I can't get the screw to start. There we go. The freaking magnet keeps pulling. You gotta put a little washer over the head of it so the washer, the corner of the washer actually goes over. Well, I shouldn't say the corner of the washer because the washer's fucking round, so it doesn't have corners. If it had corners, then there's something seriously wrong. That screw works perfect. It's got a, this one will probably work too. So there's one thing trying to get these started to go that one, but there we go. That's these ones, Sergeant J, Darcy Adventures, yo, welcome, brother, welcome. So how long have you left in Italy, Sergeant J? To me, it should include that screwdriver, don't you think? I mean, even Traxxas and X will give you a 4. Yeah, they should, Kevin. At least one of freaking screwdrivers. Like it's ridiculous. Like even if they don't give you the screwdriver for the big ones, give for that little tiny fricker that I was running around there like crazy looking for, because that one was ridiculous. Like so. Like so give for that one so people are not running around trying to find something to fit that, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I'll turn the camera on again just so people that weren't here earlier can actually see how small this freaking thing is. Like, it's ridiculous. These cameras, what is it over there? Like, so this guys is the size of, this is a Phillips head screw. Like, it's bonkers. So I had to run around like crazy trying to find. Oh, we're just a tiny little tip. Like, look at all the size of that little freaking tip. It's ridiculous. To fit this screw, it's like a 0, 0, and so at least provide the screwdriver for them. At least like that's. I think that's the least you could do in your bloody kits. But again, what would I know? I only like building kits. There we go. Now I gotta get the screw back into there. What did I just do with that bad boy? There we go. I'll do that screwdriver and the magnet for a minute. Seems like the magnetic tip is done on it. What? You kidding me? Looks like the tip is gone on her. At least that's like proper size big screws. At least, like, you know. Can't believe you're not using one of those desktop lighted magnifying glasses. I know, yeah. I should actually have something. I actually do have one. How do you think about it? What the fuck is that thing? Now that you just actually mention it, I do have. Oh, it's over behind my monitor over there. I do have one of them lights where it has a light, like a circle light around it with a big magnifying glass in the middle of it. But you know what they say, Brandon, that would be common sense. But common sense ain't common, like, you know. Nope, August. Oh, so you're still there to August. So I can't, you know, it would be, hold on, let me see. So I missed somewhere along the line, some of the chat along. You see, haha, Kev, had two-way, never heard of a four-way. It's not gay as long as they're three-way. How's with that though? You know, dream big. That's what Kevin gives us talking right there. I just was lost to see what he's talking about. What would you rather deal with, small screws or E-clips? So E-clips all day long, Kevin Gibbs. Without a shadow of doubt, E-clips. If you go and check when I was building, what truck was I building? I was actually building the Phoenix, the Frankly, the Phoenix. Every E-clip I was doing live as I was building, dude, I got every one of them. It was like I should have went out and done the lottery. I didn't miss a single one of them. I couldn't believe it. Like I was like, what? No way. This is virtually impossible here. But I didn't. Every single one of them just popped right in. I couldn't believe it. Let's see. Is it the bottom one or the top? That's mine. So. There we go. See, so once you do the magnets, then the doors stay closed. So that's that pretty much for now. I'm not going to do all these little. I'm going to do all these little ones tonight. So this is the parts we're talking about. They go in the hole. So you have this. You have this. So I'll like if I roll it on its side a minute. 2 minutes would probably put them all in. But so this goes like this. Yeah. So that goes there. Looks like I don't know some sort of filters or lights, and then you just have a couple of little square pieces to go in here. There's not that much to finishing off the side of it now, and just putting all these little missing pieces in, like this piece goes across here, and that's all there is now really to. And then that's the whole back of the truck finished up, except for the decals. You gotta get all the decals done. I did order a piece because right now I know it's hard to see, so this will be the only place, and it annoys me. Like so, out of all the wiring that I've done in this whole truck, this is the only place you can actually see wires right now. So then I did order what they'll be like side. Let me flip that camera on again. So I guess they're like side skirts or something. So they'll cover over here. So they bring it pretty much close to the body, so you'll not be able to see wires. And then it has a piece that comes off the top and comes like a little, I don't know, a little roof thing, but it all connects together and makes so come up, cover this gap all in. So then you'll not even see any of the wires. Because I know nobody will probably see the wires there anyway, but like see right there, I know they're there. And that just it annoys me like so because I done so much work in here to hide all the wiring like I said in here. I do actually have I do have this stuff, so I'll show you what I'm gonna do with this. So let me cut a piece of this. Cut a piece of this. Show you what I'm gonna do with this stuff. And I had a couple freeway actions back before I was hurt. Awesome. And then I can't believe you're not using one of those yet. Totally. STL from what's up, Sean? STL, welcome in, man. Welcome. Just flip around. So what I have is this diamond plate stuff that I'll cut the size. So I'll make this back piece come up here. I'll do that all diamond plate. So look, I don't know if I should cover the whole thing or there's little lines and grooves at the side. So it'll be sort of just like this in the grooves. You'd still see a little bit of orange in some places. Let me just see it if I can fucking do one. So let's see. That was there. This is here. See here, there, and Nick, and this one right here. Put a Nick in that one right there. Let me see. Perfect use for a LiPo battery. You don't have a ruler, what better to use? Put a Nick right there. I think that's pretty much it right there. I would fit into the groove, Sean. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I should do, Kevin. Let me just cut right through that. I want to see. To see the grooves that have it. I just need to straighten that a little. That good old LiPo again. Fuck, I was actually cutting into a LiPo there. I was like, hey, why is this so hard to cut this time? But I was actually cutting into the side of the LiPo. Children, do not try this at home, that's for sure. Definitely not recommend it to do that at home. You can buy an actual diamond plate and like the size of a sheet of paper that is actually aluminum. Yeah, you can, but it's fucking expensive, man. Cutting it too, like so. This stuff here, at least you can just mess around with. So it would be something like that then, Kevin. So you would see the actual, you'd still see orange around the outside. So maybe that's what I will do. I'll just cut it into the groove. And then that way you'll still, so I need to just take a small bit off the end of this one. Hold on. What could go wrong? Totally, Kevin. Like 1x. Exacto. Yeah. Perfect recipe. Like that's even having my Legos lying so close that I could just reach out and grab one there for it to be like a ruler anyway too. So let's see if it is like that cat. So then it would be like that cabin. So you would see that's sort of where the grooves are on it right there. So it was down flat like that. And you still see the orange around the groove. And then I would be able to see them up here. Well, I don't think any up there. Well, maybe there's a couple of little grooves up there. Maybe do some, and then here, fill the grooves, and then do the same here, like two. Maybe that is the way I should go. Just keep it between the grooves. And I think that'll actually, I think the diamond plate will actually look cool up there. I know there is ones you can buy for it that's specifically designed just for this as well, for the Tamiya tow truck. That you can buy it is actually little real thin metal cut the size and everything, but again, it's like a fucking $60 plus shipping and everything. So it's like there's easily another fucking 60, $70 just in the putting a couple of bits of diamond plate on where you can just use fucking stuff like this. And this looks just to fucking see him, like, you know. I don't know. I was really thinking about getting it, but I've put so much money into this fucking thing, and it is more of a scale look, in my opinion. Yeah, so maybe that's what I'll do then, Kev. But it's saying that's why I like doing these, like that's why I like doing these things with just me and people in the chat, because then you should ideas cross each other and by each other all the time, like too. So let me just throw a battery in this thing a second. I'll show you that Volvo light I was talking about at the start. Let me just see. Doing everything backwards here, guys. And normally I have that door facing me. See, so that's once you put the battery in, that door closes down again, no problem. So hold on, let me just flip the camera on again. So see, once you put the battery in, that door closes down easily. There we go. We'll fire that up. We'll fire this bad boy up. And let's see. So there's them lights on. So we just lift it up around these a minute. So it's heavy too. So there's the front lights on. You turn them off, turn the headlights and the roof lights on. Put the bottom lights on as well. And on the back, I have the lights all the way down here, so they'll look at this, and then these ones shine down on the boom. That's them on and off as well. And I did make one of these. I know you might have the reverse lights, but I made one that's a steady on with the spotlights. And the reason I've done that is to pretend when the guy is actually down here doing something, that he has a permanent light, not just a spotlight shining down the boom. And then when I do, like, when you reverse and stuff, the reverse lights will come on, the brake lights will come on, the indicators all work. So that's what I'm talking about, figuring out all inside, and like when you put the emergency lights on. So figuring out to put all them lights in there was freaking insane, like, you know. So that was like crazy. I gotta figure out just and lower the volume in that speaker somehow. Gotta do that. That's where to go. Make sure to use sticky before you stick it. Yeah, I will. I will definitely go through it all before I do stick it. Like, there's more skill. Look, hey, girl, Remedy, love the orange collar on it. Awesome. Yeah, it matches the other one too. Like, so what am I sitting on here right now? Let me see. What was I going to show you? Oh, I was going to show. So these lights, guys, I still have to finish wiring these lights up. I have the set of. See, I have that much crap on it. So I have this set of spotlights still that's going to go up on the front. So these will go up on the front cab, and that's what these lights are all for. So let me just fucking turn it around again. It busted. I have this. So this bar here will go on like this, and then these spotlights will go on in behind this. So I'll have all the spotlights in above it as well. But I have ordered a big light up box for here. I ordered a light up box for that. I actually ordered two little Michelin man figures, two complete light up Michelin figures as well. Like, that's pretty cool. I'm working on a 1/5 scale crawler tonight, hoping to run it tomorrow. Awesome, man. 1/5 scale crawler. Is that the Exceed RC one, or the, what do you call it, the Red Cat, what was the clawback? I still have the wheels for the clawback. The wheels actually make really good RC stands for other trucks. Make awesome stands, I will say. So let me see, what did I just do with that? So this is the light I got for. I might have to actually turn my light off. Let me just fucking wrap it around these wires a minute. Go through. So this is going to go inside the cab. So this thing's gonna have lights out the freaking yin yang. I'm actually looking forward to getting them little tiny Michelin men. I think they'll look cool, sitting up there on top of the very front, all lit up. But as I said, the amount of wire plugins I have in this thing is freaking absolutely insane. Whoa! I nearly just drove it off the bench there, so I don't know if you can actually see that. That'll be. Let me turn the light off. So that will actually be inside the cab. So this shows up good on camera and that, does it? But it will be inside there. There's Volvo. Yeah, it's hard to see really in this. See, because the wires aren't even in tight. Maybe we'll turn the camera. You might see better on. So this will be the one it'll be if you're looking through the weight. Yeah, so maybe there you'll see it better. I must have just made one of the wires come off that I did. Right, so there we go. So that'll be lit up. It'll actually be that way around. Oh, let me try and hold this freaking wire on here, maybe. So just be when you're looking in through the window of the truck, you'll see Volvo all the way at the back. So it'll be all the way standing at the back of the truck back here. I think it will be something cool on the inside of it too. There's so much stuff you can get for these and so much stuff you can do for them. It's actually fucking insane, like the amount of stuff, the amount of like spare parts that you can get for these things. But I just have a couple of little things to do, like the wipers are here. I still got to put the wipers on. I do stuff like that. But I did add I gotta just adjust it a little bit. Ah, crap! I didn't mean to turn my camera off. So I didn't mean to turn my camera off, but I did somehow. Don't know how. So I did order, or not order. I did install the. I just go up this way. So you see, I have the. I just gotta figure out how to adjust it, the vibration kit. Let me see. That's a horn. Vibrate. I set something on. Yeah, I set this on top. You'll see when I shut it down. You see that when you shut it down, it only vibrates for a second, but when you start it up, let's see. Start up the whole thing, just see it vibrate for 3 minutes. It is pretty cool. Too many damn lights, Sean. I know that the lights out the yin yang in this thing, like it's fucking crazy. But it's fun. Can you even tell like it won't start even, so you have it. And then just put it down and then it will start. I'm looking forward to getting out and run it. So I'll show you here, like the back arm working. There's the back arm go down. Get this part out. That arm will go up then. So if you had a truck on it, this is where your truck. Obviously, I gotta stop for a second, but so your truck would be sitting. Let me pull it forward a bit. So I can control the speed of that too because I have it on a switch, but that's how you. So I did a quick video making this making this look like it's a little shunt truck and do the trailer rolled over or something. Just like a test video with it. So that's how that works. So that I have that just on one of the knobs, and then like each of the winches are on their own. Like so, each of the winches are on their own thing as well. So that each, I can run one winch. I can run. We can have like the winch coming out one at a time, or else you can have the two of them coming out. They are on separate things, which is cool. And I can control the speed of them, which is a big thing as well. Like, you know, so I did wanna do like screwdriver actuators in the arm. I just want to put screwdriver actuators so this arm here would actually go out. I'm not saying it's off the table, but for the minute it's off the table, but it's definitely something maybe down the line. And then maybe I'll put a screw actuator in this arm, so then this arm will extend out as well. I'll put a little screw actuator inside it. Oh, look, I must have hit my mouse or something. It's loading up load of shit on my computer for some weird reason. So I was thinking maybe I'll put one in here, get that to work. Put one in here, because this arm, there's a pin right here. It's hard to see, but if you take this pin out, there's another arm inside this, so that other arm would extend the way out. So it could do stuff like that with it. And turn all them lights off there. Hey Brandon, by Woodsy RC, okay, go Woodsy, welcome in, welcome. Hey Woodsy, hey Woodsy. Hey Fred, hey, what's up? So 9:30, 10:30, it's about an hour and 20 minutes or something I've been babbling on. But as I said, guys, this is a new concept that I'm trying just by coming on myself and wrenching on stuff and working on stuff, because I actually like getting work done on these things, you know. So, and what I was thinking of doing in the meantime, and you're gonna laugh, and the reason you're gonna laugh is because what I was thinking of doing is getting so that this at the minute you have to lift up and let down yourself, your hand. So what I was thinking of doing is, and the reason you're gonna laugh is because what I'm about to say. You get a 1/24 scale winch, and put a little 1/24 scale winch here with a little like eye hook on the back of this arm. So then I could use that little tiny winch and I could winch this actually up and down. So the winch would control, where that way the truck could be completely hands free, except for when you have to pull the winches out. Obviously it's not hands free, but this is the only thing in the whole truck right now that I have to use my hands for. Everything else is controlled off the controller, right? You know. Hey Fred, doing okay for the most part. Awesome. So that's pretty much this truck ready to rumble. I'm ready to make a video, let's say. So as I was saying, I might use this. There's no way, like, if you go into the docks, you go in somewhere, there's always a stupid looking little shunt truck that is completely looks out of place, hauling these big containers. So I might just mess it out just for a quick video on how, just a test video with this thing. Like, I make this look like a little shunt truck tipped over or something. And I have the trailer built, so I was thinking like the container trailer lying on its side, and then having the winch this truck up out of the way, and then put 2 winches on the trailer to pull it upright, and then hook the trailer in here and tow the trailer away or something. I've been thinking like bit crazy ideas, but I've been thinking, you know, still really strange without him around, still trying to get used to it. I miss who they're talking about there right now, so I think it's a great idea. Which idea, Kevin Gibbs? I've got so many freaking ideas, it's like crazy. So I think my next build will be probably be this bad boy. Probably be this, the Emo XD4. I have this to build, and then I do have this. This I'm actually looking forward to. Move this to the side of the trailer. So, oh my god, this thing is freaking heavy. So, like one thing, so I have this bad boy to build, and this is full. Like the amount of upgrades I already have for this thing too is nuts. But like the thing about all the Tamiya trucks, none of the doors open, or nothing opens on them. So you just have this fixed interior with ground haulers, everything. Like there's nothing for it. You know, so let me see. Let me catch up. I wish there was a way to get you a new friend. Building a 66 iron horse tow recovery truck with the three brothers, Outlander, winch in the rear winching. Yeah, Raven, that looks cool. That one that they're building, like, I'm surprised they don't make frog legs or stabilizer legs for the tow truck. Well, this one, Kevin, so this does have them. So look, you see, so because that is another thing. Let me just set this to the side, right? So over here, you see that they are here. So you would actually have to use them with your hand as well. But I like, so that is another thing I was thinking of putting little actuators in, so them legs could go down as well. So there is a lot of stuff, but I need a hell of a lot more channels than the 12 channels I got at the minute to operate all the stuff. But anyway, as I was saying about, so to me is all their cabs, no matter what truck, Scanias, Volvos, Mercedes, Grand Haulers, King Haulers, none of the doors open. You only get a dashboard and 2 seats. That's all you get. So the reason I got this thing is because I'm gonna dollhouse the crap out of this. Because this one, as you can see, the actual doors will open, and there's got full interior, everything. But I did send away to Europe. Let me just grab that over here. So I did send away in a phone charger. Phone about to die. So for the Mercedes, I sent away and got this bad boy. I'll show you now. Let me just plug my phone in really quick, guys. I forgot the live streams like suck the life out of your phone. So I did send away to get this. So this is going to turn that truck into an actual right-hand drive. But the cool thing about this is right here. See these? That's the coolest part of this. So this truck, this interior, even the little drawers. Let me actually stick camera. Might be that or some overhead for this. So on this one, so it's going to, the truck's going to be fully right-hand drive now, but even the little doors on like the dice, they come in and out. You can have them coming in, coming out. A couple of little magazines in there, something like porno mag. So I do have, like, when I bought the Biff character, when you buy the Biff character, he comes with a little black from Back to the Future. It comes with a little black case, and inside the little black case, if I can open it, how does the little black case open? Which side of this freaking thing opens? The hinges are there. Oh, so it opens with this little fucking stupid turnbuckle thing. There we go. Look, inside that, Oh La La magazine. So that comes with the Biff along with the Tabernacle. So you put the little magazines in there and have stuff in there too. But then, as I was saying, so this is the cool part. So these are all the lights. They're like it's like a full LED light system, and then you have all the decals that come with it. So like behind all your clocks, these lights will go in and it lights up the whole dashboard. So this thing is going to be full lit up dashboard, full fledged interior. So you'll be able to put a full person in, full seat pans, full seats, everything. That Mercedes, in my head, that Mercedes is planned out to be a sick freaking build. I just hope it turns out as sick as I think it's going to be. Because then what I was thinking of doing was getting the little Japanese doll figures that come half fucking naked half the time. So I was thinking of getting a couple of them. So when the truck is on display and the doors are open and everything's on it, like having them look like they're little lot lizards climbing into the fucking thing, have the driver with some fake money in his hand or something like. Love all the detail on that rig, so much custom. Yeah, Kevin, like that Mercedes is going to be freaking crazy because even for the motor, so when like the Volvo, this one is a fixed cab. A lot of them, like the cabs, tilt forward. So that Mercedes actually tilts forward. So on these trucks, you get the motor sits where it's visible. If you tip this forward, the whole interior goes, everything, the motor, all are visible. So I already got like cover plates to go over it that are like, so it'll make the motor look like it's in-housed and a whole thing with a Mercedes emblem and everything. Like, so I did buy a load of upgrade parts for it. There's like aluminum body things at the back to make the body open, like the hooks and the latches and stuff. So there was a lot of stuff that way that I did buy. Inside the box, like there is, when I ordered it a list of parts for it as well. But that's the only reason I got it, because there's not many of them around that the doors all open on, and you have full interiors, full. So you just because this right now, that's the best you can do. Like I know I'm still scaling out the inside with the lights and scaling, but you can't have it like so. If the door opened in this and you're able to see in, it would be way fucking cooler, like So that other one, when the door's all open, it has full. Even it has all the brick paddle. Like these come with like a fake. It's only a dashboard, a steering wheel, and then two seats sit completely separate. So there's no floor plans, there's no nothing in it. With a Mercedes, has full everything: accelerator paddles, brake paddles, clutch, all the paddles, floor pans. I'm hoping it's going to be the bomb. So I want to build the Acto, get the Acto built, and then I want to build that Mercedes because I want to have this. I want to have this and the Mercedes at USTE with me as well. So I'd like to get the Mercedes all scaled out for USTE. Remedy Turner, $5,000 later. I know that is the problem. Like it's like insane the amount of money spent on them, because I do have a load of other plans for that Mercedes as well, parts that I still have to order and all too. But I'm hoping by the time I get the Acto done and everything, and then I have another fucking crawler sitting there. I bought two of them on pre-order the same time they came out. I bought two of them, and then the two of them been sitting here that long. One of my friends, he's like, Sean, come on, like these are like, what are you up to here doing now? He's like, look, I'll sell it to the price. I'm not even charging the shipping. Here, this is what I showed him the invoice. I showed him the shipping. I said, I'm not charging shipping. Just give me the price I paid for the chassis. So he took one of them because he was like, he's getting frustrated that there's two of them been sitting here in boxes forever, like not even open. I haven't even showed them on my channel yet. I haven't even like done an unboxing on them or anything, which I should do pretty soon. Like 907, welcome in, brother. Welcome, welcome. Um, Robert, brother, everybody saying what's up, what's up. So I don't know. That's where I am at the minute. And then that dually over there, like that's a cross RC dually. I gotta get a draw hitch for the back of it so I can put the trailer on it and put a couple of nice cars on the back of that. So I can. And then Kevin Gibbs, you wanted to see the D90. I haven't really done much to that D90. Let me just move some stuff out of my way a minute. Grab a cold slice of pizza from here. It's full of green peppers. No cheese, green peppers. Um, oh. Yeah. Lift this out of the way. Yeah. Fucking hell. The thing is freaking heavy. So this is my D90 cabin. The window is actually sitting down in the back of my car. So this is where I hid the sound kit. Because when you put the window in, you can't really see in. The sound kit's there and the battery goes in there. So that's what them wires are for. But not really much to it, Kevin. It's just metal. This one has a metal roof rack, everything. I did go with the smaller. These are actually the Boom Racing tires. You see the way they fit right up inside it. So like if I go down on it like that, they all fit right up inside the wheel arches. The Boom Racing, because on the front, on the hood is who's leaving. I'm not sure who's leaving. Great Lives, Sean. Thompson RC later. Oh, Thompson's leaving, so later Thompson. So this is the RC four-wheel drive classic tires, Kevin, and they're actually a lot bigger than the Boom Racing tires. So like, well, it's hard to say because these are the ones that I actually put on my 6x6. So they are a lot bigger, and they don't like when the truck goes down like this, they don't fit up inside the arches properly. I know people say they do, but these ones allow you to fully turn right inside it. So they and just let me see, let me bring this camera down a minute. Kevin Gibbs. I'm definitely getting rid of the 1.9s. Yeah, so I'll pull these ones up and I can hold on. So this is the roof rack on it. This one is actually Team USA. If you want 307 Scoot, we'll make these for you, but he'll make them whatever you want because I like swing this around to my Range Rover up there. I don't know if you can actually see the ones in the Range Rover, but they actually say they've got Team Ireland. So they've got Camel Trophy Team Ireland on them. Here on the back windows. So what's nice, like, so the windows are just done with, if you do a clear lacquer over the top of your window, it actually fogs your windows up. So that's what creates that foggy look on your windows. But then you see the rifle rack inside. So you see the rifles, the two rifles, which gives it just, if you're a little further away, you can identify them a little better. And then you just have the figure in here, the figure, the little fire extinguisher over the back there. Hold on, let me try to get the camera. So the little fire extinguisher There's the dog, a little cooler, even a little air freshener hanging from the rear view mirror. You see the little Christmas tree air freshener there. And it's a painted up dice. So Kevin, I'm sure you can do, and then it's a big metal roof rack on it, and what do you call it, the snorkel, everything. So other than that, there's not that much. Like it is the roof rack that has the bar coming down the back of it. The same again. This is just clear lacquer over the windows. So weird holding the camera. I guess you'd think I'd be able to point it where the hell I want. You know, and then these are just metal sound ladders. So as I said, like this is where the sound kit is. So the sound kit is in here, and then just plug the battery into here. So that's what the back seats get used for. And then when you put that other like window in, you can't see any of the wires for the what do you call it? The sound kit. And then all the wires for this. So here's the wires for this. So they come down, they run along here. And then they're right pin screw here. So then they run down the back of this arm and then underneath. So then getting the room in underneath it is the thing to hide everything. So all their lights. So this is them tires, Kevin. So the Boom Racing, Eagle Classics. Let me see if you can see the side. So they're 1.0. So they are 1.9. Let me see if I can get the numbers to focus. Come on, focus, baby. I take it off it and bring it back on. What focus? No, not going to focus on the size. It's from a cabin, but it is a 1.9. Let me see. I'm trying to see. I'm gonna try it back way to see the focus now. So it's like a 1. No. Oh, that's telling you that one's the PSI. So there we go. So it's a 1 inch wide tire cabin. By what grill do you have on it? Oh, this is that cabin is actually just a hand. That's just like a little piece of mesh. That's just a piece of mesh, and then just the little Land Rover badge put over the top of a piece of mesh. So it makes it look like a different type of grill. That's all that is. But I know you can buy grills, something like that, off who has them grills? It's not exactly like this, but it's close. I think it's Team Rafi, but you can buy, see the Land Rover, the Land Rover badge. So you can buy them off Team Rafi, Kevin, and then you can do whatever you want. Because there was one on the back over here. Where you can see that mark. So I got to order a new one for that. So and that's the tow bar I put on it. The type of tow hook is what I put on it. Then I have a trailer for it too, but I broke the hitch for the trailer on the way to USTE, so I got to get a new bit printed. So I have so this is deck. This would have been the actual trailer for it. So the trailer even has the same wheels. Trailer has the same wheels, everything. Back door opens. This little box opens. But I broke when I was traveling the STE. I broke the piece off of here that hooks it on. So I just got to get a new piece made for that. And then this is just all more sound ladder. So this is the like a part of the piece that broke off. So that would have been on here like this. So maybe just send this to Daniel or something. So we could 3D print me something like that. Do some crap. And then this is from Radioactive Scale. I got these from Radioactive Scale. These are like the Camel Trophy Yeti boxes. Comes with like all the fake ice and all the little bottles of Coke. So I do actually have two of these. So here's one over here, not even opened yet. That's for the Range Rover. But these are from Radioactive Scale. He does these like Yeti boxes with a camel symbol on them. You can put them up on their roof rack somewhere. Just have a camel sign sticking out somewhere, like on the side maybe, or you gotta have it on the side where your camel sticker would just stick out there. Oh, he did send me that. Awesome Beltron, great detail. What grill? You've done that. I have a snorkel on my 26 tone, the Komai drive. Cool, man, cool. I really like how you did yours. If it's okay, I might copy a few things. Bro, copy any freaking thing you want, man. Anything you want to call. The rims, Kevin, are RC four-wheel drive rims. So they are the RC four-wheel drive rims. And then, as I said, this one is the RC four-wheel drive. They call them they're the same classic look, but they call them the Trail Busters. So RC four-wheel drive call them the Trail Buster. But the like if you go and watch the video, I know you did watch it, Kevin, but like on that you can see how the wheels in this thing just tuck right up inside the arches. I'm a big fan of like I do dollhouse trucks, so I'm a big fan of letting the wheels all tuck up inside. Like a lot of my trucks all did it. One of them that didn't is the one that's normally on my shirt. The one of Radioactive Scale actually won that blue one that he won is the wheels actually stick out past the arches and that's the only thing I didn't really like on it. I could have put different wheels on it to bring them in closer, so. But the paint I give you, Kevin, is different color than this and different than that, but it's perfect for camel trucks because I got that paint from a guy that I seen at USTE that had one, and I really liked the color of his. And then I asked him what paint he used, everything. So that paint that I sent you is what he used, and you can actually buy it in Lowe's, which is a good thing. So if you have a Lowe's near you, you can go and buy a big can of it for fucking $5 or something. So that's what I will be doing on my next camel build, because I have another camel build planned. It's planned in my head. I just got to get all the parts for it because I do have forever. When they first got released, I ordered one on pre-order, so I have the LR4, the Land Rover body, the one with the glass back. So that's the one I'm going to do another camel build with. But I gotta just get I'm thinking about do I put it on an SX because this one's on an SX10. Let me bring this other camel one down for a second. But this one is on. Oh fuck! But this one is on an SCX10 2 chassis. So it is, and this is actually the Tamiya paint. So if you were wondering what the Tamiya collar is like, Kevin, this is the Tamiya paint. And this one's on an axial, so I was thinking of getting that. Holy shit! Look at that. I broke that door the last day I was out, so I gotta get the hinge for that. But that's not what I'm saying holy shit for. Oh my god, look at this, guys. I done that live maybe 2 weeks ago. And there's a battery still plugged into the back of this fucking thing. Holy crap. That's fucking hilarious. I'd have been running around because I'm going out on Sunday with Tony. I've been running around saying, I know I got more batteries. Look at that. There's another freaking. I did put that down, but I did break the hinge in that back window. That's the only thing it broke out of that big tumble down the rocks. So I will have to. But so this one, Kevin, like all of these stickers. So like all the Team Ireland stickers, they were all done. All the G4 stickers, the little tray collars. all the experience. They were all done by 307 Scoot. So he done them. He was actually in here. He was in at the very start of the chat. So he was in with that. So that'll leave this camel truck, and then I have who would have guessed there's a battery in it. I know definitely would leave that. No, knowing me, like would you expect anything different? So then I have, as I said, I have got the LR4 body, the one that JS Scale released. So when they released it, I did order and pre-order. So I have that thing. I have that body. I was thinking, do I get another BRX01 and put it on a BRX01 chassis or whatever? So I don't know actually what to do with it at the minute. So, or do I put it on? Do I just get an SEX102 raw builders kit, put it on another raw builders kit? Because like that Range Rover, I love how that thing handles. And that's the one on that short that I put up. Like the short, it's weird because I guess when I was filming, I done like this. So when I put the short up, the short, it cuts some of the video because when I'm with Tony, I'll show Tony the actual tumble of that thing because the whole tumble is caught in video. But for whatever way that short does it, it only sections, so you only see it at the start rolling over and then near the end coming out. But the actual video shows the whole fucking thing running right down it, which is crazy. Like, Rim D night later on, night, have a good one. And then yeah, Tony, don't forget, remind me on Sunday to bring you that big squid shirt and stuff and your stickers. I have them stickers forever for you sitting here, the ones that say you can go fast, but I can go anywhere. Something, them stickers. I have them. They've been sitting here for a lifetime, I feel like. But it'll be good to get this tow truck. Oh, you mother fudger. Like all them little tiny screws I was talking about, I just knocked them all out of the freaking bag. I want to drop it. If I drop some of these on the floor, I'm never finding them. Let me just take care of them now before I do accidentally knock them on the floor. I thought the Ziploc was locked and I went to pick them up there, but it wasn't freaking locked. Murphy's Law. Oh, come on, get up. Get up, you bastard. Sorry, guys, I wanted to make sure I get these because I need them for a couple more parts in my truck. Awesome. I just thought the Ziploc was locked to start with, but it wasn't. So rookie mistake as usual. But as I was saying, so all of this crap laying around my desk, it all belongs to that tow truck. Like, so everything there belongs to that tow truck. So I want to get that tow truck done so I can clear off this desk and then I'll start that XT4 build. Like, I probably should have had it done already, the XT4 build, but like, I haven't even, since I've done the unboxing. Since I've done the unboxing of it, it still hasn't even come out of the box. So I will have to get it. I will have to get it done. What was that? The 2S 5200. All right. Good to know it was there. Throw it over there. I want to just get all these parts cleared off, put away, and then like I'll just make another like sandwich bag, Ziploc bag. It just says tomato truck. That's where all the parts will go for that. So, what's your thoughts, guys? Do you like this format with me just building and chatting to everybody? I feel like it's more. I feel like it's way more interactive with everybody in the chat, not being than normally if there is a panel, like the chat seems to get left behind, and it's like everybody in the chat is the reason we do the lives, is just to interact with you guys. But then when there's a big panel on, the chat sometimes gets forgotten about and left behind. There'll be like conversation be going forever before somebody even, oh, let me look at the chat. And I would be guilty of it when like, I'm guilty of it even on my own streams when there's other people on the, like, I'd be ignoring the chat working on something because everybody else is talking away and not realizing, but this way forces me more to actually chat with everybody and take the time to do it. Like, I like the full chat, but it was nice to chat with you one-on-one tonight. Yeah, Kevin, I'm glad, like, because I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have maybe like one week of the month. I'll have all the guests on. If they still want to come on, that's up to them. I'll send out the invite. Whoever comes on, comes on. Whoever doesn't, doesn't. But I'll still go on. Whoever's chat will have me, like, you know. And then that's just my old Irishness looking to talk to anybody who wants to talk, you know. So, but I think that's the way I might do it. Just until I get through some of these bills, because also like doing it this way and interacting with the chat. As I said, I have the whole airbrush system there that I bought. I haven't even plugged it in, haven't done anything with it. I want to really start learning how to use it. And like doing it this way with you guys in the chat could help me a lot more understand it and do it, because I can figure out the right pressures to be the right this and like dealing. I know a lot of you guys all deal with airbrushing and do a lot of airbrushing, but I want to start, especially for that Mercedes truck. Like I want to fine detail that freaking interior. Like I want to make that thing look so fucking killer. Like, you know, it's easier to stay on topic with less on the panel as well. I think, yeah, it is, Kevin. You know, the panel, the topic sometimes goes all over the fucking place. Like you be talking about one thing and then next thing you're talking about God knows what. And I'm guilty of it. Like I'm probably one of the biggest fucking instigators of it. Like I'd be talking about one thing and then within 10 seconds I'd be gone. But I feel like this format here tonight pretty much stayed on just stayed in RC and building and wrenching and working and doing whatever I had to do, like, you know, just talking away. I got to do what I wanted to do. That's like all I wanted to do tonight was get all them lens covers put on the truck. And then that's the back. The only thing I've left is these little black pieces, but they'll be good. You know, and then like there's not that much for it, like, so I'd have fun just building I think I'll have fun building this thing with this, because I've never ever built a cross RC before. I still find it weird as fucking sin when I done the unboxing that the transmission comes with the motor already attached and built on the transmission. Like I find it weird. Just personally myself, I find it weird. But as I said, I want to just get all of these parts off of this fucking desk. Get the desk all cleaned up again, and then start another build and have a bit of fucking fun with it. What's up, you guys? Having fun at Axial Fest? Mando, yeah, the Axial Fest looks like a really big turnouts. Like it seems so far. And as I said, I haven't seen too many videos coming out from it. So normally you're bombarded with videos like every day. I know if I was there, I'd probably have a fucking video out already. You fucking know it, having such a blast. Did you go on the night? Did you go on the night run tonight, Queenie? Hey, tonight, Friday night, or was it last night? Which night was the night run? Probably last night or tonight. One of them. They're actually, I think it's tonight is the night run. So it is. So should have went this year. Like I should have been there. I was actually going to drive to Vermont in the morning. I was actually texting Tony earlier and say, "Hey, do you fancy going to Vermont tomorrow? Shred the ledges on, do something different." Fucking drive up, get up. So it's only 6 hours away, so if you get up at like 4 in the morning and left, it'd still be up there in decent time. Like spend the day, have a bit of fun, and shred the ledge. But I'm definitely gonna go to ledge stock, they call it, like, so I'm definitely gonna go and do that. Last night and tonight, but no, I didn't. Oh, I should have went. Like Queenie is a bit of fun. Them night runs, like the place gets lit up like a fucking Christmas tree with them. I actually have been thinking, like, I wouldn't actually mind going to Axial Fest, California, maybe. I've never been to that one. It's in between, like, it's closer to Reno than anywhere else. Like, I guess it would be really close to RC Propaganda, really close to it, like, you know. I'm jealous. I was supposed to be there. I had something come up. I will be there next year. Curtis D, I agree with you, man. I went to Beat the Creek instead of Axial Fest because I've never been to Beat the Creek. So it was fun. Beat the Creek and everything was good fun. I will definitely be back to Beat the Creek, that's for sure. But just this year, it was hard to plan Beat the Creek and then a few freaking weeks later go to Axial Fest for so many days too because it's just getting all the time off consecutively like that is hard for me because, well, running the ship, like, it's, I don't know. Let's just say people in construction are not what people in construction used to be. Like, it's getting ridiculous. It's like being a kindergarten teacher. Like, where do you live, brother? JD, me or Curtis? I live in New York. Like, so I'm in NYC. So I normally, but when I go to a lot of places, I drive. Like, well, at Badlands, actually, I flew. So Badlands, I flew to. But when I go to USTE and Beat the Creek, I drive. Like, so, because USTE, I can take a lot of my dollhouse rigs to USTE, and then so I drove to it. I drive to Beat the Creek, and then when I go to Atlanta to Stone Mountain, I fly down to that one. Actually, the last time I flew to Stone Mountain, I actually made a really funny video on my way back. So I had two TF2s put into one carry-on luggage. So the two TF2s were in there. They messed. Long story short, they messed up my whole flights. I ended up having to fly from Georgia to Florida, spend the night in the Florida airport. So when I was in the airport, I was like, fuck, I've nothing else to do. I'll make a quick YouTube video. I'll show everybody, hey, this is how you can pack two TF2s into one bag. So I took one out, showed them the other one, all the parts. I said, you know what, when we're here, let's build it. I built it. I threw it on the carousel. Because I was like pretty much one of the only people in the freaking airport. I threw it on the carousel, started driving the TF2 around the carousel. So it actually turned out to be a pretty cool video that way. Like, so where are you all at, Queenie? You Lafayette? No, I think she's in, yeah, Danville. Like when I went last, I normally just stay right in Attic or, yeah, Attica, in it you call it, the little town. I think it's Attica. There's a little town right there. Just the Airbnbs are so freaking cheap, bro. It was like you just stay right there in town, 5 minutes from Axial Fest. Just drive in. Cool little town, like the cinema that is like something that's still from the 1970s. They actually have really cool, like the whole shop is just a pinball shop. So you can actually just go in and play fucking pinball and everything, like something cool. I'll be taking my camper. I was just wondering how the campground is. The campgrounds currently are pretty good. There's a lot of guys all have the big camper trucks. Like a lot of their big RVs are all there. Like it's friggin' pretty good. Like stuck right on. Better drive from Danville, except the construction. Yes, it is. Next year I want a cabin. If you want a cabin next year, Queenie, you may actually book it as you're walking out the fucking doors of Axial Fest this week because they go pretty quick. But as I said, like 2 minutes down the road, literally 2 minutes is the little town of I think it's Attica. It must be because Badlands is in Attica. I think so. It's whatever that little town is right there. The Airbnbs, dude, are so freaking cheap. I think the last time we went, me and John Martin ended up just in one Airbnb, and it was like $500 or something for a 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom apartment to ourselves for the whole fucking weekend. Like, so you can't go wrong with that. And within 5 minutes, you're in Axial Fest. So you don't have to get up way early to do, because I think Lafayette is like a 25-30 minute drive outside of it. It is Attica. Yeah. So Queenie, if you get a chance tomorrow or something, you should go down into Attica and just check it out. A couple of really nice restaurants down. You see where the cinema is, at the back of the cinema. There's actually a really nice restaurant right there in the corner. Can't remember the name of it, but it's a pretty big restaurant. Does good food, everything like food. So it is. You pass my house every day when you're getting off 74. So you're really close to Scott there, yeah. So Scott must be pretty close to it. Must be nice to be able to just go roll out of bed and head the Axial Fest and head back home to your own actual bed. Because no matter what anybody says, there's nothing like your own bed. Your own bed is like the place to freaking be, no matter what anybody says. You know. But it's definitely a fun event. Like, it's weird though, because the time zones change. So you end up missing some of the events, because if you're down in the quarry, or the quarry, whatever way you want to call it, but if you're down in the quarry, it's like one time zone. But if you're up where all the main tents are, it's a different time zone. So like you would see an event on like one real awesome thing Axial does is, let me see. Where's my Axial card? Hold on, give me a second, guys. I have it lying around here somewhere. I'm not sure what I'm talking about, but it's one thing. Where is my Axial card? My Axial Fest card. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Hold on. Stay with me. Don't go away. Don't change the channels. Commercial breaks are on. No. I don't know where my pass is. I thought it was like, for the longest time, it was hanging right here. Like, it was hanging right here for the longest time. And now, of course, when I'm looking for it, it's nowhere to be seen. I want to show something really cool. Here we go. So let me flip to the back of it. So that's the Axial pass. So this is something like they on the back of their pass. The camera won't really focus, but see the way schedule of events, and there's a full list of events and full time of where the events are happening, what time they're happening, everything. The only funny thing is when you have two what do you call it, two different time zones. Like, some of these time zones get a bit messed up, so you think it's one time, and then you end up missing this by like an hour or something, like, you know. So it is run home to grab lunch. Mexican restaurant is okay in Attica. But go Scott's. Beef House is just off 7463. Yeah, Rob, that's the one. Robbie's in Attica. It is actually not a bad spot at all. Like, so, but that's the one thing. So that's one thing, like, that. Let's say that's one thing that did piss me off about Beat the Creek. Like, Beat the Creek I'm an hour away from UST, but it's totally worth driving to go home at night. Totally worth driving. I'm normally takes me about anywhere between 18 to 19 hours getting to UST every time I drive. So an hour away, I would never complain about that. It'd be awesome. So anyway, as I was saying, like Beat the Creek has really horrible cell service. So with the cell service they have, like they don't have a schedule like this, and they don't have a big board with a schedule or anything on it. So it's like unless you're constantly on Facebook getting the updates off Facebook, then you'll never know. So unless you're like doing that, you'd never know. Hey, bud, thank you, videos, but what? Okay, run install, cool. But so as I was saying, like if you're at Beat the Creek, unless you're constantly on Facebook, you don't know when the events are. There's nobody with a bullhorn announcing events. There's no like board. Like oh, all they would have to do is make one board with all the event listings. So when you come in, there's a big, huge Beat the Creek banner. Not the one at the bottom of the hill when you first come in, but right up beside where they sell the Beat the Creek merchandise. So they sell everything. And they just have one banner there read out with, hey, this is the events. This is when the events is happening. Then you admit, like I took my camel trophy, that one actually. I took that with me to Beat the Creek because I heard all along, hey, there's going to be a camel run, there's going to be this, there's going to be that. So I was like, shit, yeah, I'll bring my camel truck. I get in. And then the Sunday at the end, when they were doing all the prize giving, they were like, oh, we'd like to give this prize to such and such for the camel run, the done. And I was like, motherfuckers, like, I didn't even know when the camel run was happening. Man, there's so many other events that you do not know when it's happening. Yeah, it was a shame you missed the trophy truck run. I Beat the Creek on. I'd have liked to have seen. Yeah, I know, Kevin. It would have been nice because there was a couple of good like camel trophy trucks that were out there. So it would have been nice to see them. Like, and then I don't know. It's the only thing I will say about it for such a big event, and it gets bigger and bigger every year. Like, don't get me wrong, it's an awesome event, brilliant event, but just that one little thing for like guys like me that like, hey, you know, like for this, I look at the back of it and I'm like, oh, 3 o'clock, fine, be here. There we go. Like, if you walked up and seen a big board, you could take a photo of the board first day you're there and then just look at the photo. All right, Saturday, 2 p.m., such and such, 305, camel run. Okay, I'll be there. You know, to be there. You tell whoever you're with, hey, no matter what, I'm going to be here. Do whatever you want to do. You know, and just something like that would be cool for them, like, you know. Beat the Creek seemed unorganized. Yeah, it's weird, Queenie, because it's like it's an event that's been going for 6 or 7 years and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But I tend to have sort of the same inkling on that. It does seem a little bit unorganized, like, you know. So, but hey, it's a good event, fun event. I had a blast there. My first time ever being there. I actually had more of a blast on Sunday night when everybody else had left and gone. Like, I ended up not leaving there. I didn't even do any videoing, didn't do anything. I didn't end up leaving there like fucking 11:30 Sunday night. I just went and ran trails. Some of the trails I met people just that were going in, had lights in the truck. So I was like, hey, I'm coming with you. And they're like, okay. Who's this fucking stranger danger? Gonna take us into the woods. And I just went trailing, had a blast, no filming, no nothing. And then a couple of other trails I just went and done on my own again, just run them. And I just had fun afterwards, you know. And then I went in to like where the all the RC excavators and all are, and then after hours I was running the excavators and having fun. And that got me hooked. Them excavators are fucking like sick, bro. I really want one. Yeah, they need some tips how to run it better. Yeah, it I think something like just something like that would be a better because like even the photo, for instance, they tell everybody, it tell everywhere, every single place you look, it says 10 o'clock, be here for the big photo, blah blah blah. Lo and behold, 10 to 10, a few we're all walking that direction. Here's everybody coming walking back. And we're like, what's going on? Oh, the photo happened at 9:30. Like, what? Everywhere you fucking look, it says 10 o'clock. So it's just like either have a schedule time, stick to the schedule, or don't. Like USTE, Axial Fest, Pro Line by the Fire, the RC 4-wheel drive event. They are so organized. I get it. They're like big sponsored events. Lots like Beat the Creek is not a huge sponsored event, but something simple as a board telling you where to go at what time. Because there's so much stuff at Beat the Creek that I missed. I didn't know there was comp crawlers there. Like DG Dennis had his fucking Predator chassis. Didn't even know there was a comp happening. There was apparently there was like what do you call it, the rally cars. It was a full rally car race. It was so there was so much stuff that I didn't even get to see because I didn't even know what was happening. Like just things just sounds like everything was great. There's no communication. They need a simple I totally Kevin, a small PA, anything, because you would hear it from all around the place. Like that's all you need, one little bullhorn. Hey, bang, 3 o'clock. Don't forget to be here. Because if you go to USTE, like one thing with Rob Masters runs that like such a tight ship, and he is always on that horn. Hey, 1 hour from now, starting classes, 10, 3, whatever. Like, hey, half an hour from now, starting classes, 15 minutes from now, 5 minutes from now, right up to that class to start. And then he would start announcing other classes and other events. Like, hey, this event's happening. That like Rob runs that like a tight ship. Like, so yeah, that's one thing I love with GST. It's on point, like with everything it does. Like, all of the events have gotten so big. There's no way to do everything. You definitely have to plan ahead to make it the individual parts of the exactly swampers. So when you unless you're on Facebook with Beat the Creek, that's where they announce everything and that's where they put everything and that's what they do. And like honestly, when you're fucking there, the cell phone reception, I don't whoever here is from Kentucky, you're the first time in years I've been driving somewhere on a whole 20-minute section of the road along Route 9, I think it was, complete blank, no cell. So like my phone didn't even have like any bars, anything. It just was completely blank right across the top. And that's the first time in years I've not had cell service. It's crazy. Their speaker system was messing up. Half the time they were talking, it went out. Yeah, I know for the prize thing, even when they were doing the raffle at the end, like was crazy. Like UST is going to be really big next year. Everyone I have talked to this week is going. UST is an event. If you've never been to UST, it is one to put on your calendar, man. Even over scale nationals, everything. Like I went to scale nationals, beautiful, outstanding looking trucks, but the most prima donna motherfuckers you'll ever come across, like without a doubt. Like moaning about anything. You are like, oh, that groundhog shadow made me hit that gate. I missed that gate. It's like blah 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 blah. UST, you're there. There was some a-holes this year. They were like sort of messing it up. They were getting into these big high powered like freaking wraiths and whatever. They were posting videos of them just totally destroying trails. Like so, I can guarantee you next year that will not happen. I can guarantee you like Capras and Axles and there'll be a certain place for them and out in them trails. I'm pretty sure Rob Matthews will put an end to that happening because there was people posting some live Facebook stuff and all that they were just destroying the place, and that's not what UST is about. Like UST is about, as I said, my dollhouse trucks, like all my like this shelf down here, all dollhouse trucks. The shelf below it, all dollhouse trucks, and that's what it's designed for. Like I would like to go to one of these big events sometime on the drive, somewhere different terrain, but more to meet all you guys to go to them. That would make it fun. JDSRC, man, it is. It's like there's so many of them. Like so, we're actually you from JD. So like, cause UST's in Florida, Axial Fest Badlands is in Indianapolis, Illinois, whatever, Indianapolis, yeah. Beat the Creek is in Kentucky. Shred the Ledge, that's happening this week as well. It's in Vermont. Then Ledge Stock in another week or two. It's in New Hampshire. So I'll be at that one in August for sure. And then you've got Axial Fest, California. Then you've got Proline by the Fire in California. You've got the RC four-wheel drive event in California. Scale Nationals was in Alabama. Trying to think of what other really, really big events I missed there. Like so, right now I can't think of what really big ones I just missed out on. But they're some of the big major events like around, and they're all over the place. Fun to be at, fun to go. Like that's the thing I like about them. Like don't get me wrong, I like making videos of my little dollhouse trucks at USTE and my other trucks like doing the heavier grunt work at Beat the Creek. Like so it is. I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So the closest for me would be the events in Cali. Yeah, so like you have in July, you've got Axial Fest, California in July. And then like just right after that, you have I think I might go to Axial Fest, California this week in July, but it's closer to Reno. That one's closer to Reno. Proline by the Fire though would be closer to like LA and California and stuff like so. All right, night, y'all gotta get up early. No problem, Queenie. Enjoy the rest of Axial Fest tomorrow. Have fun. Um, let's see. What one? What would be close to there? Yeah, probably would be one of the events. Or Arizona has a big event once a year as well. So that one might be good, but I don't know. Personally, I don't know any of the guys that go to the Arizona one because let's face it, the heat in Arizona is fucking ridiculous. Although Texas is not that much better, but the heat. I spent some time in Houston and Austin in the summer, and it was fucking brutal. So it was too. Um, but I guess that's pretty much it for the night, guys. Shit, it's 12 o'clock already. I just been babbling away here. Like I didn't realize what time of night it was already. Just sitting here shooting the shit for the last half hour or so, maybe more. Later, bro, take it easy, Kevin. And get guys, I gotta it's past my bedtime and Lord knows I need all the beauty sleep I can get. Take care of all and have a great weekend. Be safe. Kevin Gibbs, have a good one, brother. Have a good one. So, but JD's, yeah, I would definitely go check some of the just for once, like, but personally, in my opinion, if there was only one event you're going to go to, I would put USTE on your calendar just for a once and like that. Like, the people come, um, excellent, lives. Thanks for very much. 9-7. So the guys come from the Czech Republic. The guys that do the scale stuff in Czech Republic, they come over for EST and JS Scale, the guys that make like the Range Rover bodies. So the guys that actually designed and made them 110 Range Rover bodies, they actually come to UST. GCM from Canada that have some of the most amazing fucking rigs ever. They come down from Canada and they come to, so UST and the vendors at UST is fucking insane. Like the vendors row is like no other vendors row. It has every scale company you can think about. And I'm not talking like your big Portal XL, TRX4s. I'm talking about like dollhouse scaled out trucks. Like you leave it inspiration. Like I build dollhouse trucks. Like that's mostly what I do. Hence, like, look at this fucking thing. Like, and that's what most of my stuff are. Like smaller, still capable, real, but really, like if I took out my LC70 right now, that thing's got wind down windows, open and closing doors, back hood open, everything. Like even to open the hood, you have to push a button on the front grill. You push the button and the hood will pop and everything. And it's like damn things. It's like, but they wouldn't even get a look in at some of them rigs at the guys build at USTE are just freaking phenomenal. And like I see some guys leaving thinking that they built a really awesome rig, like, oh look at why this is fixed and this is that. But instead of like what I try and tell everybody, instead of complaining that you didn't win or you didn't or you think your rig was better than somebody that was there, like as I always say, just go over and say, hey, what could I have done with my truck better that would have made you take a look at? Like that 6x6 Defender, the Defender tow truck, like that thing is fucking an awesome build, beautiful build. Didn't even the judges just walk on past it at UST. I didn't even get upset or pissed off about it because that's how it is. It's like these are the best builders in the world. And you want to get inspiration, UST is the fucking event of the lifetime. Like if you only had one to go to, that's your go. Alrighty, guys. So I guess I've been babbling and like rambling on long enough in this thing. So I guess I did call it a night myself. So I'll probably do some more work in this during the week to get it off the table. I'll get that Volvo light installed and everything inside. I just want to get it cleared up. So I never know. You never know. The parts that I'm waiting on might come in, so we might still be working on it next week if all them parts come in. Highly doubt it because coming from Japan, it could take forever. Like so. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for coming in, taking the time to hang out with me on a Friday night. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate the support, especially this is my first one, just doing on my own, just chilling out, hanging out with you guys. I actually had fun just being more interactive for the chat and not ignoring the chat as much. Like I think we all kept pretty good with keeping up with the chat tonight. So guys,